Hello and welcome back to GIO Stadium for a mammoth clash. Once again, the Canberra Raiders taking on the Newcastle Knights. Jordan Lewis taking on Dom Ponkston's boys in what is going to be a cracker of a match. I'm your Commissioner, Will Kay, doing this one solo, and I'm very excited about this one indeed. The Knights coming off a tough loss against Canterbury last week. I believe 46-28, and they did their best to stay in the game but couldn't quite do it. And the Raiders trying to keep their hot streak on, winning by a formidable 24 points, knocking the Eels absolutely out of the park. It's going to be a big game from both teams today. There's that man Luke Thompson, joined the spine by Eli Barnes, Jack O'Neill and Tim James. Raiders sporting perhaps the best spine in the game, especially with the way Jack O'Neill played last week. I believe it was something like 4 try assists, 2 or 3 40-20s, and a stack of run meters to his name. He'll be looking to continue that form tonight, as it's going to be Nano with the first hit up of the game. And the Knights here, they're going to be looking for a big improvement as Fisher there with a good half break, well actually rather a line break, being brought down by Eli Barnes. They'll be looking for a bit of improvement after just a disappointing ending to the game last week. Ponkston tried his best to try and carry the game on his back, and that's going to be an early error there from the Knights. And that may smell trouble early on if the Raiders can really capitalize off this opportunity. As Barnes now steps one. He's going to be played in the 40 and an offside player. I think it was Shackelford coming through. And that is not what you need early on for the Newcastle Knights right there. It's going to be just Luke Thompson slotting it over nice and easy. Tim James to the tap. They go left. Arnold now. Going to Caval. Brought down on the 20 there. As James is going to elect to go right. Luke Thompson spreading out to Barnes. Out wide. Andrew Slugger 1-on-1. Andrew Slugger steps Ponkston. And the Raiders are on the board very early here. And I believe that's the Young Guns first. What a terrific try there. Saw the space out wide. Nathan Fisher nowhere near his marked player. And just Angie Slugger down in that corner. Steps Ponkston. And the Raiders get out to an early 4-point lead with the kick to come. That is warning signs there for the Knights. They'll be looking to improve on that in the next set. And it was just their errors and the penalty that gave him away. The kick just fades away to the right there. Maybe a 4-0 lead here. But, the Knights, the Bulldogs last week got off to a very hot lead. And the Knights came right back into it. So I don't think that anything's drastic yet. Just a couple errors, couple mistakes early in the game. If they can try and force some down the opposite end, this game's still very open. As Vaughan's going to kick it deep there. Going to go to Luke Thompson on the full. Goes left to Arnold. Arnold straight to the line, steamrolling the forward pack here. I think it was Nana he bumped off. Ponkston has to bring him down around the 30 metre. They go left now. It's going to be Luke Thompson. Now to Jack O'Neill. Brought down on the 40 there. And there's another penalty there. Just beyond that yardage. And that is not good so far from the Knights. Luke Thompson just kicking into touch there. As Tim James is going to take the tap now. As they go right. Wally Allen with the hit up there. Right again is James. Gives it to O'Neill. O'Neill had a gap, but he's going to give it to Caval. Caval still makes some good meters there as Christie and Tuua bring him down in that one. Tim James goes left. Jordan Lewis now. Straightening up, goes straight to Matthew Vaughan. He's assisted in that one. Sabbath Tuua with another tackle there. They go right now. It's going to be an awkward one to Ben Arnold. He was caught flat-footed there, but they're still deep in attacking territory here, the Raiders. They go right now. It's going to be Luke Thompson. Luke Thompson, he had a player streaming through, I think it was Ruben Mobbs, but didn't put the kick in, as Luke Thompson's going to play the ball. They go left. It's going to be O'Neill, and O'Neill, jeez, that is a shocker from him. And the Knights are going to get a free pass there, 7 tackles and starting on their 20. What a weird kick there from Jack O'Neill. He just put way too much force on it, and it looked like it was just going to pummel towards a spectator in the first row. Shackelford now. As the Knights ever so slowly getting out of their own end here. Djokovic, inside ball. It's going to be Diab. Goes to Ponkston. Ponkston taken by mobs there. Debuting last season. He did well there to hold on to him. It's Diab now with the ball. They're going to go left. John Nanai. Nanai through a gap. Nanai. It's 1-on-1. Gets the pass away. Angie Slugger's there though. Angie Slugger steps one. And they're going to start their set on the 40 here. Great stuff from the rookie winger on that right side from the Raiders so far. As he gets him out of a bit of hot water there, the Knights would have had an opportunity to try and get a pressure kick in there. There's Barnes. It's a ball. It was a questionable pass. Touchy clears it though as they go left now. Wally Allen. Going to drive that one to the 40. As he's brought down there by Coda Diab. Right now. Goes to Luke Thompson. Now to Caval. Who just taking a couple meters after the contact, and he's been doing that for the last couple of takes he's had as Luke Thompson kicks it over the top. Nathan Fisher now. Steps one. Brought down by Luke Thompson. That's good kick chase there from the kicker. And the Knights once again starting on their 20. They're really losing this field positioning battle so far. As Nanai now. They're going to go right. Butterfield now to Vaughan. The halves linking up. Not much going though, as Vaughan's just going to take a hit up there. The halfback, that's not what you want early in this set. You want some heavy carries. And there's Devon Niffelangawi there. Stepping one, gets an offload too. Bo Sadler comes away with it. That's a good bit of play there from the right side centre. As Ponkston's going to go dummy off. Ponkston, he makes a line break. That's good stuff from the captain there. 25 out from the opposition's line now. They go right now. Matthew Vaughan putting in a kick, and that is out of a bit of trouble there as Jacob Morrison's going to take it. And Miko Rashford chases him down. They're going to start their set on the 20 now. And Ponkston, great eyes up footy there as he just takes it from dummy half. And the Knights are out of a bit of hot water, and they've now put the Raiders on the back foot. There's Jack O'Neill. Spreads it right. Eli Barnes smashed by Nanai. Absolutely folded. And the Knights here with an opportunity to score. Diab. Or rather get some field positioning before they can score. As the Raiders win that tackle there. They go right now. It's going to be Vaughan. Goes to Sabbath to Ua. Solid run from him there. Takes through to get him down. As Sadler. He's going to go right again. Vaughan. He straightens up. Tries to get around O'Neill. O'Neill's quick with it though and brings him down. Hold him down for a while. No penalty. They go left. Diab. Now to Sabatua. Gets an offload to Sadler. Sadler tries to slice through the middle. He's brought down by, I believe that's James there. No, it's Eli Barnes, sorry. As Diab's going to run. Diab's pushing for the line here. Brought down by James that time. As what are they going to be able to do here, the Knights? Can they get some points? It's going to be, oh, Christie! That's an easy pass! Sadler saw the gap. Christie ran it. And the Knights are on the board here at GIO Stadium. That is tremendous. Sorry, it's Ponkston rather. Once again in the dummy half duties. And geez, maybe he's going to start needing to wear this 9 jersey. With the way he's done the last 2 times he's been acting half. And beautiful eyes from Ponkston. He's just got a vision for where he wants his team to go. Christie in tune with that play. Just running straight through the gap in the Raiders' defense. So a rare one at that as well. As the Knights are going to have the lead here by 2. Yes, and that's the impressive thing about this Knights forward pack as well, is that they know where the gaps are. John Nano, we've seen him in free space a couple times. And Christie there, as well as knowing their opportunities, when to hit hard, when to jam in. You know, Nano with that big hit on Eli Barnes before. They've got a very formidable forward pack, and that's exactly what they're going to need when they're coming up against the Raiders. I mean, when you've got the like of Jordan Lewis, Ben Arnold, oh, and a forward pass there from Butterfield, I believe it was, and that is an absolute waste there from the Knights, as they're going to be very hard done by to keep the Raiders out this close to the line. Ben Arnold with that first run there. Tim James, he's going to go left, now to Wally Allen, who's going to be brought down 5 out from the line. Tim James, he goes to O'Neill, spreads it out to Eli Barnes. Great tackle there. Who was that? It was Nanai once again with the tackle on Barnes. As Wally Allen now, he's going to drive for it. He's brought down though. Where are they going to go? Tim James offside though. And you'd think the Raiders would take the 2. Yes, they do. And Luke Thompson, you'd think he will tie this one up. And yeah, that's probably the best outcome there for the Knights possible. You know, just struggling to hold on to the ball without an error right after their try. That's not what you need for the set immediately after scoring. You need a strong set, especially with an opponent like the Raiders. I mean, they won the competition last year. They annihilated the Eels last week. You can't be letting silly mistakes like that creep into your game. They got off the hook on that one with that offside penalty. But, you know, they're going to need to start smarting up because I think that's 3 penalties already going the Raiders' way. We're only 15 minutes in here. Dom Ponk's just not going to be happy with the discipline of his boys. The referee may need to start sending some people to the bin if they're not careful. There's Jordan Lewis brought down there. Going right now. It's going to be Jack O'Neill. Good run there from the 6. Still waiting to make his mark on this game. That's Wally Allen there. Going to go right now to O'Neill. O'Neill again gets a gap for Ben Arnold. Great draw and pass there from the 6. As you'll think that O'Neill coming back into the side, you think that he'd be a little bit behind with upgrades and where he's ranked as a player, but no, he has been great last week and he's looking to just try and creep into this game in that set. As Fisher now. He's going to step one. Fisher 1-on-1 with Barnes. Barnes just squared him up too nicely there with a great tackle and winning it as well as Sadler now to Nanai. Who's going to be brought down on the 30. They go right. Now to Vaughan. Now to Ponkston. Ponkston putting on some footwork on O'Neill there, but they had numbers to contain him. Down at the 40 there. Kick a 40-20 soon. Maybe, maybe not. Butterfield. It won't be him to kick it. As on the 4th, he's just short of the 50 here. Where'd they go? They're going to go left. Spread it out to Diab. Spread it out to Shackelford. The man that had that penalty before that led to points. He's going to play the ball. They're only just crossing the halfway line now. Butterfield punts it deep. That's a good kick from here. It's going to go to Slugger. Angie Slugger. He's going to step one. But he's not going to get too far after that one. Shackelford bringing him down. And Angie Slugger, ever since those first opening moments, the point and the intercept, he's been a bit quiet. They haven't been kicking the ball or giving the ball down his end much. Rather reluctant to go to Morrison a couple times. And Eli Barnes. You think Slugger would still be the safest choice? And that's saying something considering what he did just before. As Riley Flynn now through the line. He's going to be brought down by Ponkston. 30 metres out now, the Raiders. They're going to go left. Now out to Morrison. Morrison driven back in that one. Over the top is Noflingawi. As they go right now. It's going to be O'Neill. O'Neill putting the crossfielder in. They're going to Fisher this time once again. As Fisher's going to be in a bit of space. He's got one to beat. Oh, and the person behind him's taking him down. I can't see who it is. Oh, it's Luke Thompson after he stepped Barnes. As Ponkston's through the line now. Barnes has to get busy with it. They're making some line breaks here, the Knights. And some meters for their team. Sadler goes left. Shackelford. Just the A2 pass there. Going right now. Dustin Richards to ban dishwashers. Yes, the bench forwards have come on. Richards sporting that 14 jersey once again for the Knights. And you think he'll be a formidable impact sub for them with the way he's played over the last couple of seasons. As they go right now, it's going to be an awkward one. And it's going to be play on. Richards here with the ball. Breaks one tackle. Can't get away from Arnold though. And that is a hand over there on the 10. Not the worst position for the Knights, but certainly not the best fifth play option. It's going to be the Michael Corte, the number 14 for the Raiders, as their bench forwards have come on here. Ruben Mobbs with the run now. It's Justice Daly joining Corte in the front row at this 20-minute mark, as Wally Allen gets an awkward one. And Savath Tuua takes full advantage of that wayward pass, driving him back in that tackle. Sadler can't tackle Daly. Daly gets an offload to James, who's brought down there. Big man Shackelford. Absolutely dominating over the top in that one. As O'Neill's going to go for a 40-20. We know how good he was last week, but he's just going to kick it down the guts of the field. Ponkston doesn't sprint to get onto it. He's going to break a tackle after a step. Break another one. Can he break another? No, he's going to step one and only break two. Jeez, Punxton getting busy early on. South Ta'ua inside ball. Kota Diab gets on the outside of Caval there. Wins that tackle. Makes some post-contact meters. They go left now. Butterfield goes to Shackelford. Getting in the way again there. Rusty Shackelford. He's just been a little bit of a nuisance this game for this Knights attack. The ball just not being meant for him. In that one it is, in fact, though. And Shackelford's just going to be brought down 25 out from the line. What can they come up with here, the Knights? They're going to go left now. It's Butterfield. That's an awkward kick there. In fact, it's a knock-on. I don't know what he was doing and taking it straight to Ruben Mobbs, but geez, Mobbs come away with it. And that is, once again, a waste there for the Knights. They're going to need to do better against this Canberra team, but so far, their defense has just been saving them. As Corte now, straight to the line. Giving it away to Caval, who's brought down by Diab there. Once again, the Knights' defense, although broken, that scramble is just terrific. As it's going to be Eli Barnes down the sideline. Barnes, he's going to have to take the tackle there, and Punxton getting busy. He's going to be out of position, though, as they go. They shift it left. Oh, and Diab's going to be away with it here, but I think it's Tim James. Yes, it is, and O'Neill coming away with it. It looked like a player was hit off the ball. Referee said it was okay. Maybe they missed it. As Shackelford now. And the Knights there. Let off easy there. Diab just, the big fella trying to go down the middle of the field. Tim James and O'Neill. They had him every day of the week, but he made some meters. As they cross the halfway line here. Shackelford. Good run from him there as he gets brought down by Mobbs. Going right now. It's going to be Richards. Now to Vaughan. Now to Ben Dishwasher. Very slow run from the prop there. As they're going to go left. Going to be Vaughan. Vaughan puts the kick over the top. Now straight to Slugger. Slugger. Oh! What a tackle there from Dokalic. And they're going to start their set in the corner here. Fighting their way out of their own half. The Raiders. Tim James goes right. Now to Caval. He'll be brought down. Now right. Mobbs. Goes to Garcia. Driven back in that one. Going left now. Thompson. Decent take up from him there. As they go left. O'Neill. Over the top. Big loopy kick. Has some airtime as Rashford's going to take the kick return. Rashford's away. Oh, and he's broken the tackle. Miko Rashford. It's going to be a foot race now. Can Flint get to him? No, he won't. And Rashford's going to race away for the Knights' second one. And they reclaim the lead. What a spectacular try there from Miko Rashford. He got away from Barnes. Flynn couldn't get to him after he broke a tackle. And the Knights here with an unexpected lead at GIO Stadium. You'll think Vaughan gets this kick to extend it by 6. And wow, that was a turn of events there for the Knights. And you'll think Dom Punxton will want to keep that up for his team. They need a good set after points here. They can't be letting in an error like they did before, because I don't think they'll get so lucky with it. A Jack O'Neill kick was a oddity and perhaps an outlier in his game. They'll be trying their best not to give away easy field position and much needed possession, because I think by the feels of it, Raiders have had the majority of the ball. They don't want to be giving away too much here. The Knights just need a strong set. Don't need to score, just need a strong set. It's going to be Richards with the first take there, and that's a good start, making some post-contact meters. And the Knights, so far, their defense has been impressive. They've had a lot of line breaks and a lot of missed tackles, but most importantly, their scramble defense and the way that they work as a team, backing one another up, making sure that there's always numbers in the tackle. That's what's been able to hold off this Raiders so far, is Ben Dishwasher straight through the line there. And I think that is to do with the leadership of Dom Punxton and the way he drills this team and the way he's formulated this team. Shackelford's strong on the left in defense. He's been a little bit of a nuisance in attack. Sabbath Ta'ua, terrific. Oh, it was Vaughan. That's an awkward kick there. Flynn. Yeah, Sabbath Ta'ua also very consistent on the outliers, and their centres have been great at defense as Morrison's going to go down the sideline. I think Rashford's taking him into touch here, though, and that's a terrific tackle. from the international, Nico Rashford. Terrific stuff from him as Jacob Morrison just brought over the sideline. And he's not been very busy tonight, but in that one, straight over into the white line. Nico Rashford, of course, hailing from the ASWA region. As Dishwasher's going to be brought down at the 50. They're going to go left. As Shackelford. Going left again now. It's going to be Dokalic. Dokalic steps one. Luke Thompson has to get busy in the tackle there. He's been terrific tonight. Luke Thompson in his defense. He has just been absolutely everywhere, saving line breaks, making tackles. As it's going to be Richards now down the left side. Fifth tackle now. 36 gain in this set. Dokalic going to be the half. They're at just past the 20 now. As Butterfield's going to put a kick in. No one's in front of Sadler, but someone's behind him. And it's Corte with the tackle. Potentially a try saver there. And the Raiders will have a handover. Close to their line, though. That's terrific stuff there from the young fella, Michael Corte. Playing his Mines career for the Blue Tongues. A hooker primary. Just finding his way into this front row. A bit of a Brandon Smith type. And that's a great tackle to stop points. You know, Sadler, he gets that ball in the bounce. Doesn't get a hand on him. He's away. You know, Sadler's got that speed around the ruck. And there was no one in front. Barnes is out of position. There was a massive gap. If Corte is not in that exact position and makes that exact tackle, we're looking at a 12-point lead here for the Knights. But very good tackle, and we're not, as Fisher just waits for it. That's an awkward take from him, and he's going to be driven back in that tackle there. As Dokalic, going to go right. Butterfield, spreading it to Sadler. Sadler, driven back in that tackle. The Raiders showing up for this attack, this defense here in this set. As Butterfield's going to go right, it's going to be Ben Dishwasher. That's the first tackle they've won of the set. As they go right now, Vaughan, inside ball. Pongston straight through the line. He's going to set him up here. Past the 40 here. Surely you go for a 40-20 this late into the half. And I think that's what they're going to do. Butterfield, he's going to go for it inside his own 40. Oh, and it's out on the full there. And I think that Tom Pongston's not going to be very happy with his 5/8 there. That is an absolute shocker from Josh Butterfield. Came off the side of his boot. He probably could have gone for the other touchline. As it gets some airtime and just lands well and truly out of the field of play. Energy slugger there. He's going to be brought down 25 after the line. This is a good opportunity to put points on. Ruben Mobb straight through. The Knights, can they hold on here? This is probably going to be the last attacking set here for the Raiders in this half. As they go left now, it's going to be O'Neill. O'Neill with the ball. He's very close to the line. Brought down there by Tuua. And I believe Ben Dishwasher. They go right here. Luke Thompson. Terrific tackle there on him. It's Sadler with it. Dustin Richards over the top there. What can James come up with? They're going to go left once again. Michael Corte driving for the line. He had a great tackle. He can't put points on the board. Fifth tackle here. 30 metres gain in this set. What can they do? They take a long time to play the ball. O'Neill puts a high kick out the left. Who's going to have it? Rashford's underneath it. Rashford takes it. Rashford steps one. Rashford. That is a terrific take and out of trouble there for the Knights. As Miko Rashford, just with another terrific effort. Pongston now getting out a bit of more trouble. As you'll think the Knights will just take this set and take us into half time. Christie there, just making 10 metres an effort here. Not playing extremely expansive, just playing it safe right now. As you think you would. If you've got a 6-point lead on the Raiders at half-time, you don't want to be giving off possession. Or they're going to have to kick it here. Which wing do they kick it to? Personally, I'd kick it to Slugger, and I think that's what they're going to do. It's going to go to Butterfield, straight to Slugger, down his end of the field. Docko gets stepped. Dokalic gets stepped. Pongston takes him down, though. Well, have one more play here, the Raiders. As they go left, Luke Thompson goes to Wally Allen, gets an offload there. Tim James through the line. Tim James, can he get a pass away? No, he can't. And that's going to be the halftime score. The Knights leading the home crowd and the home team, the Raiders, 12-6. I'm looking forward to the second half here. Welcome back to SRL TV. Round 2. And welcome to, I believe, this Tuesday night clash. in what has been phenomenal so far. Dom Pongston's boys, the Knights, being able to get out to a 6-point lead after a very gritty middle of the field battle. And, you know, the Raiders just haven't been showing off what they've got. And they're 6 points down at home here. I think everyone in the league would be surprised at how they're doing in this game so far. And, you know, the Knights, their attack, it's been all right. But really, it is their defense that's what's got them over the line here. I mean, they're not over the line yet, but at halftime, that's what's made them have the lead. We'll see how these halftime subs can go. As, you know, the Raiders, they've got some big players coming on. And it may be interesting to see in this second half how that all evolves. But so far, the Knights' defense, very, very hard to penetrate. As we go, Tim James right. O'Neill, well over the top there. You know, good kick. Simpson on the wing this time. I believe the first time tonight is going to just run it up there. As they go right now, Vaughan, straight to Diab. Diab, breaking the line, go to Diab. Brought down at the 50. As they go right now, now to Matthew Vaughan, gets a ball away to Pongston. Not much going in that play there. As Vaughan, she's going to be caught flat-footed there. Another interesting play. Not looking too spectacular in this attacking set. It's going to go down the sideline. Knopfel and Gowie in the centres. Steps one, gets a couple more meters. They need to try and trap the Raiders down this end. As they go left now, it's going to be Coda Diab with the kicking duties. Interesting choice of kicker, but it's a decent kick. Straight to Barnes, though. Straight to Eli Barnes. He gets on the outside of Pongston. But eventually he catches up there. The Mohawk freak. Great stuff there from him as this Knights defense. Oh, they're going to be expansive here, the Raiders. And the Knights defense adapts well. It's going to be Dusty, who's actually playing the second row, it looks like, for this second half. And there's James Black also playing in the second row, I believe, coming on for Ruben Mobbs in that right second rower position as Berkeley now through the line, who's come on for Caval. As they go right now, it's going to be O'Neill. Now to Garcia. Garcia steps one. Can Pongston get to him? Pongston can that time. And they're going to be brought over the line onto his back. Henry Perinara wants to have another look at it, but, I mean, there's no chance in hell he's gotten this down. I know. Dustin Richards around the legs. Helps Dom Pongston get Jaden Garcia onto his back. Last play here. What can Thompson come up with? A cheeky grabber through the middle. Pongston's left it. Berkeley was coming, but that is great. Once again, great vision there from Dom Pongston, who has been very, very good tonight. There's Christie. Takes that run there. Going left now. It's going to be Coda Diab. Fending off one. Coda Diab straight through the line. Brought down just before the halfway mark. And that's only the first tackle there. As Vaughan, he's going to just get a good little line break before being brought down. Going left. Coda Diab once again through the line. He has been terrific in the second half so far. We're only 6 minutes in here. Sadler now. The Knights, they're going to go left. It's going to go to Christie. Alex Christie through the line. He gets an offload off to Butterfield. Butterfield's not close enough, though. Can't get too far as they go right now. Oh, hit off the ball here. And the Raiders somehow hold on. Chuck O'Neill collecting that ball. And whew, they were looking dangerous there for a second, the Knights. As now, it's going to be Wally Allen. Now Flynn playing the... not playing the ball, getting the ball and passing it to O'Neill. Is they going to just keep spreading it? They go right. Now to Ben Arnold. Who's going to play the ball? They're struggling to get out of their own end here, the Raiders. As Luke Thompson's going to have to kick within his own 40. Pongston takes it on about the 30-metre mark. Pongston steps one. Pongston straight through. Where's Barnes? Who's there, though? It's Luke Thompson again. He has been absolutely just a pest, a thorn in the side for the Knights. Every time there's a line break, every time someone's going to score, Luke Thompson is there to save the day. The Raiders, I don't know what sort of pay packet they have him on. Oh, is Vaughan's folded there. But they need to give Luke Thompson a pay raise, I think. As they go left, it's going to be Nanai. Where's Sadler? Where's he going to go? He's going to go right. Spreads it out to Ponkston. Steps to the line. He's going to be one-on-one there, but I think he's going to have the strength to get it down here. We'll have a look at that. I'm not too sure whether the ball comes loose, whether he gets it down comfortably. There's Jordan Williams running past there, and I think, yeah, Ponkston's got that ball down there. And Barnes and Flynn not enough to keep the Mohawk freak out from scoring, as the Knights are going to extend their lead once again. Matty Vaughan teeing this kick up. He's gotten all the ones so far. You think that he'd get this one as well. And the Raiders just looking a little bit flat at the moment out there. As you think, oh, Matty Vaughan just puts it to the left, that one. This lead's only going to be 10 points for the Raiders to catch up on. And there's that man, Luke Thompson. You know, I can't fault his game so far. It's been the rest of his team letting him down. He has been terrific so far. Yeah, just wow. No one expected this. A 10-point lead to the Knights at the 50-minute mark. What can they close out this game with? I think they've got some big-name players still yet to come back on the field here, the Knights. You know, Dokulic, I think, he'll be coming back in the front row, rather. And so will Nathan Fisher. They'll be great through the middle. They'll probably tear the hell out of this pack for the Raiders. But, you know, Caval and Mobs coming back in the front row for them as well. It's going to be really a test of strength versus speed. What's going to win here? And, you know, the way the Knights are playing, especially in this return set after points, this is much better for the Knights. Oh, as Richards puts a bit of footwork on. Barnes is a bit confused there as the big second rower. Just getting off the left, then the right foot. It's going to be Butterfield with the kick here. It's very, very high. Oh, and Morrison, a great take there. I thought it was going to hit the crossbar. But no, a very good take there from Jacob Morrison. They're going to get a 7-tackle set. But the Knights there, great attack after points. That's exactly what they needed more in the first half. And it looks like Don Ponkston's been saying that to his boys, as they have just been something special. As Barnes now through the line. He's going to step one. Ankle tap there. Alex Christie somehow getting to him. Ponkston missed it completely. As they're going to go left here, the Raiders. The Raiders to the line here. Wally Allen. Can he get it away? Ponkston makes the tackle on Berkeley. But Berkeley, he's pushing for the line. They're going to have another look at this. I couldn't actually see if Berkeley got it down or not. It's behind the corner post. Oh, sorry, the goal post. As no, I think the ball's been held up there. Not a great camera angle, but they're happy with it. And it's a no try. A very clutch tackle once again from Don Ponkston getting to him. And whoever was around the legs stopped almost certain points. As Wally Allen's driving for the line here. He's brought down. 4th tackle now. What can the Raiders come up with? Where can they go? Go to Riley Flynn. Now to O'Neill. Inside ball to Arnold. Arnold. He's driving for the line. Arnold. I think he's gotten it here. By a blade or two of grass. Whether that grass is white or not is anyone's guess. Or no, he's gotten uncomfortably on the line. And the Raiders will close in on this gap here. Green lights here at GIO Stadium. The Raiders now only 6 points the difference. 4 points pending the kick. Luke Thompson will be looking to slot over. And, you know, that was all off the back of that terrific Eli Barnes run that got him out of a bit of danger. Of course, the Jacob Morrison take, which gave him 7 tackles in that set. Oh, as Luke Thompson slots it over easy. It's only going to be a 4-point ball game here. Can the Knights hold on, or the Raiders going to stage a comeback? An exciting closing 25 we have on our hands here as Vaughan is going to tee this one up. Apologies for the silence, just getting a drink up here in the box. It's getting a bit warm. Warm day here in Canberra. As James Black. A decent run from him there. He's brought down about 15 out from his own line. They go right. They're going to go down the wing. Angie Slugger brought down. Ochagalupi playing in the centres tonight with a great tackle on him. There's James Black again. Running up. 35 out from the line there. This is the second take of the set. Jordan Lewis, the captain, trying to create something special for his team here. As they go left, Tim James. Oh, forward pass and a rare error from the league's premier, Booker. And the Knights, they're going to get a very good start to this set here with the Dustin Richards run. And they're looking for points. They're smelling blood in the water here. Oh, as Nano straight to the line. I was talking about how good he is at smelling gaps. And that is one hell of a example there, as Pongston through the line, well, not through the line, getting around a couple there. They go right now. It's going to be Nanai. Nanai driving. Nanai onto his back. They're going to have a look at this one. They don't want to put anything to chance. I reckon it's a try. I don't think so. I think you've got the ball confused with the white jersey. It's no try there. Very, very easy for the video review official Viggo Rasmussen. And that one, Pongston's going to go for another one. Pongston driving. I think he's down here, Tom Pongston. They'll want to have another look at this one. But I think, yes, Pongston's too much for Barnes there. Gets the ball down. And you know, Pongston's strength has been a point of contestability. With only 34 strength, I believe. Or 30 strength, actually, rather. But you know, no matter there for Dom Pongston, as he beats, very comfortably beats, in fact, the one and only Eli Barnes. And wow, the Knights, they have just turned up tonight. And they have shown some resilience against adversity. As Matthew Vaughan's going to slot it over. Once again, 10 points the lead for the Knights. It'll be interesting to see how the forwards go for the Raiders in this last 20 minutes, as I believe will be Caval and Mobs coming back into the front row. Lewis switching to lock. You know, that is a scary front row. Is it going to be enough, though? You know, Nana is going to be switching to lock for the Knights. And I believe Fisher and Dokalic into the forward positions, front rower positions. With a bit of speed, they may be able to get around this Raiders pack. We'll wait to see. As we have a very exciting closing 20. Sabbath to Ua. Driven back. And, you know, the game's anything but done yet. 10 points is not an extremely large lead. I've been saying that. As Diab brought down in that one. Can't find space after that offload from Christie. Who's every minute of his game tonight has been terrific, Alex Christie. As Goku Simpson's down the sideline there. Gets a line break for the new sensation. As they go right. Oh, it's going to be an awkward pass there. It was almost definitely flat. I'll give it that one. Diab getting a bit of space as it's going to be Butterfield. Putting in a kick. It's a wobbly one. It's a very wobbly one. Where's it going to go? It's going to be Slugger. Slugger! He's got a bit of space though. Can Pongston get to him? It's a foot race now. Pongston's closing in. He's got a bit of space in front of him. He's got numbers on the outside though, Slugger. Can Pongston get to him? He's going to get the tackle. But not before making 90 or so meters. The rookie winger. Great opposition here. Great position, rather, as Barnes going to get the ball. The Raiders. What can they do with this positioning here? They've got great possession. Tim James going left. Luke Thompson now. Now to O'Neill. O'Neill's going to drive it. He's going to be brought down though by the forwards. Where are they going to go? They go right here, the Raiders. Now to Tim James. Tim James. Brought down short there. 5 minutes. Fourth tackle. These Knights are somehow holding on. Scrambling defense. Wally Allen over the line. I think he's been put in his back here though. And geez, I've been talking about it all game, but I'm going to continue. This Knights defense, the scramble, the determination, the communication, absolutely every single part of it has been terrific. Oh, and that is not what you want. And the last play, a knock on. And an opportunity goes begging there as the lights are now on for the GIO Stadium. And the Knights with a bit of a free pass there after a very lackluster Jack O'Neill final play. And that was probably their best shot at shutting down these Knights that they've had in a while. We'll see I'll let it go. You know, there's still 20 minutes, 10 points. That's not a lot, but you think if they really get a roll on here, the Knights, that may be the final nail in the coffin if they get another try or two. As Vaughan there. Couldn't get out of their own halfway here. As an awkward one, Falcon there, and only just crossing the halfway. The Raiders done very well in that set with 7 tackles. The Knights only managing to get to the 50-metre mark. And the Raiders starting their set in the middle of the field. Not too shabby there for them. As Wally Allen with the first there. It's going to be Tim James. Bending one. Folded by another. Jeez, Dokalic just coming over the top there. Putting him on his backside. Alan Berkeley driving forward. 30 metres out from the try line now. They're going to go left now. It's Wally Allen. To the 20. They go right now. Jack O'Neill. Now to Cavall. Cavall bumps off one. Big hit there. Flashing with Nathan Fisher, I believe. As they go left. What can O'Neill come up with? It's a big loopy kick. What's going to happen? Rashford steps one. Gets around Mobs. Brought down 12 out from their line. Diab now. Spreading it out to Richards. As he plays the ball. They go right now. Going to be Dokalic. Brought down. 30 out from the opposition. From their own try line, rather. As Dustin Richards. Decent run from him there. They go left now. Butterfield. That's an early kick there from Butterfield. Inside his own 40. That's a very big kick as well. And that's going to force Barnes to take it. Won't have the roll to go dead. Barnes now, though. He's going to try and take Ponkston one-on-one, though. I can't stress enough. Ponkston, probably the best player on the field for the Knights here tonight. Scored 2. Made countless efforts in defense and attack. Rises to his name as well. He's just been something else tonight. As Barnes now, they're going left. Wally Allen. Brought down in that one. 4th tackle option. Where are they going to go? They go to Flynn. They had O'Neill there, but they go to Flynn for the kicking duties. Ponkston gets to it very easily on the full. And he's going to get him to the halfway line. And Tom Ponkston, you know, I've been talking about during the week, and it's a hard matchup to go against Eli Barnes. The Knights, though, they've done their homework. They know their targets for the week. And they have absolutely executed in shutting down Eli Barnes and Jack O'Neill, giving no opportunities to them. Oh, and there's an opportunity there. A forward pass to Fisher. And Sadler, that's an awkward one out of the hands. You know, a couple of forward passes have been let go in this game. But no luck there as Mobs there. 40 metres out from the line. They go left now. O'Neill spreading it to Flynn. Flynn steps one. Flynn down the sideline. Oh, and what a tackle. Guess who it is? Over the sideline, Flynn goes. Rashford got stepped. Flynn was in his stride. Ponkston out of position. Comes across. Ankle tap straight over the sideline. And he'd do anything more. Tom Ponkston. That is just a testament to the man himself. And you know, the way he played last week, the way he's played this week, you'd have to think Ponkston's coming for an Origin jersey here. As you go left. Goku Simpson. Griffin back there. Goku Simpson, the Fiji international. Yet to play a game in that space, but only just debuting last week, I believe, is James Black's going to come along with it. Dokalic, not sure. I think it's going to be a knock on no advantage. And there we go. Any heels at home wondering why this is a scrum? There's some weird rule in the rule book that states that this is a scrum and a penalty there. The only time when there's a knock-on and the opposition gets the ball and actually loses meters or doesn't make meters, that a scrum is called. I don't know why, but that is the only time that a scrum is called in the league. And they'll get a good bit of positioning here, the Raiders. Can they capitalize on it? Just over 10 minutes left. They need a score in this set if they are to stage a comeback at home. Garcia there. Great defense out the left for the Knights. James Black goes to Cavall. Straightening up through the middle there. Nanai has been terrific in defense and attack tonight. Barnes. Griffin back in that one. They go right now. It's going to be Thompson. Straight to Garcia. Down the sideline. Slugger. Slugger's in the corner. He's been terrific, and that's his first career double there. Angie Slugger. Wow, what a terrific try. Down the sideline. The footwork, the sideline awareness. Goku Simpson. Christian Bocciagalupi. Body's hitting the floor. I think it's safe to say Angie Slugger just pinned his ears back, saw red. Body's hit the floor. And just a path of terror there is Luke Thompson's going to have a hard kick here. Oh, and he slotted that from the sideline. Look at the face of him. 4 points in it here. 10 minutes to go. The Knights, they're going to need some of that resilience I've been talking about for this closing 10. Something out of nothing. And after that scrum and penalty, the Raiders just managing to get some positioning. It's going to be Mobs taking the hit up here. And yeah, wow, that is terrific stuff out the wide. That's what happens when the Raiders have played expansive football. You know, Angie Slugger, he scored that first try of the game in a very similar fashion. They just passed it, multiple passes out wide, out to the wing. And he's got an ability as a held and tackle penalty here. And Hongston is blowing up at the referee, at his players. What are you doing giving away errors like that? Opportunities like that, this stage in the game, this close to the game, this close in the scoreboard. Hongston is furious at the back. As the Knights, they're going to really need to hold on in this set. If the Raiders can go back to back, get this kick, all of a sudden, the Knights' hard work that they've had all game unraveled. As Jordan Lewis with the hit up there. Great tackle there from Nanai and Sadler. Mobs now. It's to the 30. Or just about. As it's going to go O'Neill. Inside ball to Jordan Lewis. Great tackle there again from the Knights. Really winning this battle in the middle this last 20 minutes or last 10 minutes. Oh, is this going to be Caval straight to the line? Caval gets it to Black. Black can't get away from, I believe it's Bocciagalupi. It sure is. That is a very good tackle there. Great hands from Caval though as they go left now. As a kick. Oh! And a knock on. Sadler's charged down the kick. Caval picking up the loose ball. And the Knights hold on for now. Butterfield with that take there. As it's going to be Richards. There you go. Inside ball. Lewis has got away with it there. He's giving the first tackle here. 25 out from the line. What can the Raiders come up with? Wally Allen now. 15 out from the line. They go right. Now O'Neill. What can they come up with here? The Raiders. They go left now. Wally Allen. What can they come up with? Come on, fourth tackle here. The Raiders. They go. Come on. Rahul Caval. Silky smooth hands. And I think they'll get the kick here. The Raiders will sneak a lead. Absolutely snake it. O'Neill, he's been quiet all game. Got that pass away. And wow, it was only a matter of time there for the Raiders. As Luke Thompson, if he doesn't get this kick, he'll be in strife. I'll bet my house on it, actually. He will get this kick and put 2 points. Get the Raiders 2 points in the lead. He slots it over easily. And the Knights there. For the first time in a long time, the lead has been taken away from them. Matthew Vaughan. This is something formidable at GIO Stadium. The Raiders staging a very late comeback. That penalty goal they took early in the game has proven to be probably the most important decision. As it's going to go left. Right, Mobs to the line. I'm on the edge of my seat here. Wally Allen. The Knights here. They're just looking tired out there. What can they come up with? O'Neill gets a pass away. Caval. That combo scored points last time that happened. Tim James going left. Wally Allen. The Knights just on the back foot here. What can they do? O'Neill. It's an awkward pass. It's set again. Zero tackle here. You think that the Raiders hold on to it. Jordan Lewis to the line now. Jordan Lewis driven back. As Ruben Mobbs over the top there. Ponkston gets to him. 2 minutes left here. 2 points the lead. O'Neill. What is going on here? As they go right, Jordan Lewis. He's going to drive for it. Jordan Lewis! And that is good night! Jordan Lewis is over the line for the Raiders. The captain under the post. And the Newcastle Knights, they've been so good all game. They've fallen apart in the last 5. And that will be all she wrote, I think. And that is a very upsetting end for Newcastle. The Canberra Raiders, they haven't deserved this win until maybe the last 10. But wow, what a closing out to the match. As you'll think Thompson will just slot it over nice and easy. In fact, he does exactly that. And an 8-point lead here. Almost unobtainable for the Newcastle Knights. You know, we've seen some games this weekend. This week rather, sorry. And I think this just tops it so far. You know, the Titans game so close with the comeback. The Bulldogs game so close, 12 points in it. And now off the middle game. Just a twist at every corner. Every turn is. It's going to be Caval straight through the line. And you think that's going to take us to full time. And yes, it does. The Raiders escaping with a victory here. The Newcastle Knights. They're just going to... I don't know what else they could have done in that game. They just put all of it. They didn't put an 80-minute effort in there. And the Raiders with a 30 points to 22 victory over the Newcastle Knights. That's terrific as we look at some of these stats here. It was Angie Slugger that got that Raiders boat sailing once again. 2 tries to him, Caval, Lewis and Arnold. The forward pack just scoring and lapping the points on. Ponkston scoring 2 for his team. Christian Rashford as well for the Knights. With a completion rate like that though, 9 errors. Well, 9 errors in just completions. 5 penalties for the Knights. When you got that up against 7 and 0 for the Raiders. It's quite something. Knights also had way less possession. 32% compared to 68. Way more tackles. 33 more. Almost reaching that 200 mark. About even in missed tackles and line breaks, both teams. But it's miraculous how Knights did what they did. 22 points. They almost beat the Raiders. If it wasn't for that last couple minutes, last 10 minutes or so, if we were playing 35-minute halves, who knows what could have happened. As we continue. Angie Slugger, 207 metres for his team. 5 line breaks. 2 tries. Perfect stuff. Tim James, another terrific effort from him. 3 tackle breaks, a line break. Allen, 191. 1 line break. O'Neill did alright. He got 2 try assists to his name. 164 metres ran. He was alright tonight. As Tim James also 27 tackles, 1 missed. That is terrific defensive ability from him. And Eli Barnes, only 142 metres, 6 line breaks, a try assist. Any other player, that's a pretty good game. For Eli Barnes, that's quiet. And I think that is why the Knights were so good such a long period in that game. As Bo Sadler, 224 metres, no surprises there. Ponkston, 211 6 line breaks, 2 tries, but 22 tackles. Too much for a fullback. Diab 166, 4 tackle breaks, 4 line breaks. That is great from him. And, you know, it just goes on the list. 32 tackles for Sadler, none missed. That's a great effort from him. He's really, really put in all he could in that game. And it was just really fatigue that killed the Knights. But anyway, that's all we have time for tonight. Thank you, well, for this game at least. Thank you very much for joining me at GIO Stadium. Stay tuned, because in just a couple minutes we'll be going over to the Shire for Cronulla Sharks taking on the Sydney Rabbitohs. So, thank you very much for joining me, and just stay tuned for more SRL action.